So hey, how you guys doing? Welcome. I just wanted to talk to you guys about being in alignment uh, and what it is when you are aligned. And really, the basics of being in alignment is spiritually, mentally, and physically. And to truly understand that was when you really are in alignment with God. It's when you can allow God to use you. Um, but when you're aligned spiritually, you're like, it's it's spiritually. Yeah, you're praying, but you're able to meditate. But also too, when it comes to the mind, when it comes to your mind, it's actually being able to not have your mind focused on other things. To right where you can have your mind focused on what He needs you to do, to where your mind is not easily distracted, to where you're able to hear Him talk to you or be more aware. However, the connection that you build with Him as well. But when it also says physically is actually also your body. For whatever season that you are in or God has you in, when you are aligned with God and know when you're aligned with Him. But also when it comes to being physically aligned, as in, well, really all three, you have to be aligned, all three. So, but also when you're aligned physically, it's not just, it's your body as well. And how important it is to truly pay attention to your body and your emotions. And beyond that, it's really kind of to your nervous system. See, because at times it made me think about, it made me think about, so I've been into a couple car accidents, but I've been into one pretty bad car accident. It was like a head-on collision. But ever since that that car accident, every time I be in the car, in the passenger seat or whatever, really I'm in the passenger seat. But when I'm in the passenger seat, if anybody's going too fast behind the car, and the car's at a stop, if they're not slowing down fast enough, my body instantly like mashes the brakes in front of me. So it'd be kind of weird. I don't control it; it just happens. But it's like my body's impacting or embracing for the impact because of the impact that have happened when I was in the incident before. And which is, we call it PTSD and stuff like that now. But knowing that how my body naturally reacts to certain things without me having to think about it, my body will just do certain things. But that's letting me know that my body hasn't healed from certain traumas as well. Um, and knowing that my body doesn't understand the difference between say if it was a situation people playing around, but just the way my body would instantly react to it. I mean, just something that I just haven't healed or worked from, learn from it as well. um, but when you're mentally healed and getting aligned, right, pretty much set up for what God has to do for you, He also wants you physically to be aligned, to knowing what traumas or other situations that has been done to me to truly heal from, how my nervous system is healed from that, to know that I'm not going to react to certain things. But it identifies what I'm lacking, what I need to heal from. I think that's the one thing I might feel like just because my body's doing that, like I can't help that, but it's certain things now that I can pay attention to realize what's going on with it. And but knowing that too, man, it's a blessing when you kind of get to be able to realize where you're at. But also too, it lets you know what's blocking certain things, what's blocking you from letting God flow through you. So I think that's when you're truly aligned as well, spiritually, mentally, and physically, is when everything is all flowing together as one, to where God can just use you, speak to you, do what He needs to do through you to reach who He needs to reach, without you having to get in the way of doing what you want to do or what you think you should do. Because at the end of the day, God is the only one that knows everything. So when we put everything in His hands, we have to be able to step back, surrender, and then let Him do what He needs to do in order for it to, you know. So yeah, man. But hopefully you guys understand a little bit more about being in alignment with God or wherever season that you're in right now. Some things will not make sense, but if you do pay attention to your body, try to pay more attention to your mind, and and See what's going on spiritually too, and so you can let that flow through you. You know, I have another thing that I think that, you know, our Holy Spirit, our spirit comes from the gut. So if our spirit comes from the gut, when it wants to arise, but our mind is focused on other things and it not allowing it, sometimes we consciously, subconsciously not even know that we're blocking it. But certain things will be brought to our attention, but when you get your mind off of everything else, you'll be able to let that spirit flow through you. And then once you let that spirit flow through you, now to be able to reach all of your body, not just parts of your body. And you have full access. And I think that's the goal that we all should be reaching for, to truly have that full access of flow through God. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope this helps somebody.